Hello guys, watching Geeks and today we're talking about Fear of the Walking Dead Series 4, Episode 1 to 4. Let's go. We're splitting into different bits because it's a big season. So, let's go with this because Series 1 and Series 2, if you've been watching my reviews, absolutely not a big fan of this show. Thought it was trash, thought everything was terrible, the characters were dull. Series 3 is a massive step up in the right direction. But Series 4, oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the same show? Because it's actually starting to get good. Finally. Oh. Firstly, I did not know Morgan was going to be in Series 4. I knew he was going to be in it because he's in the front cover and everything. But I thought for Series 5 or 6, you know. But no. Also, I am aware that Series 1, 2, and 3 are set just before the main show of The Walking Dead. And then this Series 4 is set between Series 9 is taking place within the main show of The Walking Dead. So that's where I'm at, I'm guessing wise. And we don't follow where our characters left off with Series 3. Do they survive, don't they, sort of thing? Yeah, they do survive. Even Nick survives, and I did think he might have sacrificed it looked like, by the end of Series 3. But no, he continued on. That being said, we don't follow any of our main characters for Episode 1. We follow Morgan. And oh my god, I love it. I absolutely loved it. I thought he was incredible. The fight scenes look decent. The zombies in this show don't look as good as the main show's zombies. I'm saying it as it is, but I think that's budgetary reasons. But Morgan, in the setting of like the rubbish dump, you know, just sitting there, and we get to see Jesus visit him, which I'm like, oh my god, wow, that's cool. And that was decent. I was like, yes. And then we get to see Carol, and I was like, and then we hear Rick's voice, and then Rick comes. I'm like, we've got Rick, Carol, and Jesus in the Fear of the Walking Dead, another spin-off show. We get more content from them. Yes, please. Especially after you've seen the main show of Rick and how it ends for him. And you're like, oh, more Rick, that's awesome. You know, so yeah, I'm happy. I haven't yet seen The Ones Who Live coming at this point, and I will be watching that and reviewing for you guys as well and talk about that when I get around to it. So yeah, I'm excited to see that and Michonne and reactions, but that's another thing, that's another story. This is all Fear of the Walking Dead, and yeah, it was just nice to have them, and it really worked quite well, and it took you in the timeline of where you are with Morgan and what's happening and where he's drifted off from. And obviously, it's a good start because Morgan then walks off and does his own thing, and then he bumps into this character, and then that character gets bumped in with other people, and then Morgan's having to help them out, and then they get ambushed by our main characters from Fear of the Walking Dead. And we then learn where they're at because it's been a massive time jump since we've seen them with Episode 2. I think also the parallels between the past, which is also interesting actually. Normally when you see these movies and they do this, they change the colour and it goes black and white. And we normally see the past as black and white. However, we're seeing the future, the present day in black and white and the past in colour when they talk about it, and we see the glimpses of the past and where we're at. That being said, I like, and it also shows how bleak the present day is, and yet it's all happy days in the past, and you're thinking, how did we get to here? And that interest and that build-up really worked quite well, and I like that. We also jumping to the past quite a bit has led us to flashbacks, and it's done really well. It's really done well, and I think that's the thing doing Series 4 for me, that showing us how do we get here, and doing jumps, and there's a mystery around it, like what happened to the mom, why haven't we seen her yet? And then by the end of Series 4, like, oh yeah, she died. Huh? I don't think she did. I don't believe it. But I think she'll come back and they think she's died or something. That being said, we get our characters with Morgan and our Fear of the Walking Dead characters bashing each other and fighting each other, and then coming to an end with a journey at a point where they're actually sort of on the same side now, and they bonded a little bit. Like Morgan got to bond. Sorry, my cat's currently playing with a toy. Well then, anyway, my cat's distracting me. Morgan and Nick's bonding was really cool. Obviously, them fight scenes and stuff like that. And I've said in the past, Nick and his sister are my favourite characters from Fear of the Walking Dead. And they killed Nick off. I did think he was already dead. So it's like, but it's also like, okay, well, I did think he died in Series 3, the way it was kind of left. Helping his family escape. But we didn't even see where the family, how they escaped and stuff. We just seen them start this in this baseball stadium, and then these people rocked up that were very Negan-esque. I'm gonna say, like, they were very, you know, saviors sort of thing, coming around with massive trucks, and then them threatening each other, and then there's the mystery of how that all happened, and then we see flashes between that, and then Nick trying to take out the main guy, and eventually Nick gets killed from that. But it was cool. It was interesting how they did it and the build up. Like I said, the mystery around this series is done well. And that's what I don't think Series 1 and Series 2 had. It didn't want me to keep watching. It didn't make me feel invested. It didn't give me any reward. Whereas I'm watching Series 4 and I'm getting a reward of, oh, okay, so this is why the characters are here, and this is happening this way, and it's linking together quite well. And it's rewarding me as a viewer to keep going and keep getting invested. Now we've got to episode 4, and we've got Morgan and his crew, and we learn about the mom apparently dying, and then we've cut to each individual character and how they feel and how they were thinking about escaping in the first place and how they could have done things differently. And then we see little elements of what actually happened between these people and that massive one day changed everything war aspect, which builds up quite nicely. And obviously we've got a lot more stuff to go. They want to end this, and they're heading to this fight, I guess, showdown to end it all. They want to do that. It seems like, and some of the characters in Morgan's side are like, well, we weren't really a part of this. Do we really want to get involved? It's building towards them coming head to head now. We've learnt what they've done. We've learnt the stuff. But I think that vitally done well was just the black and whiteness, the colour. The colour aspect really did something. And when Nick died, they turned it into colour again. Just for a brief second, and then it cut to the credits, showing he's left this world, and he can rest now, and he can also, it's just like a brighter light of relief, I guess you could say, which I think is done well for this show, because it's very bleak, World's End universe at the moment, and it's very cool how they do it. So, what I'm going to rank these episodes. So, I'm ranking these episodes out of 10. I'm going to go 8, which is mind-boggling, because my highest has ever been is a 6 for this show. But so far, he's getting an 8 for Series 4. Will it go down and drop back to its normal thing for the Fear of the Walking Dead? Maybe. Maybe they might contain it and keep it going for an 8. God forbid they actually managed to mind-bogglingly make me love it and just go, oh my god, this is amazing. And we could get a 10 out of 10 for once for this show. Because like I've said, The Walking Dead is incredible. Its spin-off shows are naff from what I've seen. We're going to get into Daryl Dixon's series, and we're going to get onto Dead City and the little ones who live. At some point, I haven't yet seen them, but I've seen World Beyond, and I've seen Fear of the Walking Dead so far, and it hasn't got to that point. But that's really my thoughts and opinions, guys. I'm loving Series 4. It's a massive step up in the right direction. I'm loving where the characters are at and where we're going next with a massive fight. But also the flashes has done well. And the art style of filming it has done really incredibly. That's my thoughts and opinions, guys. That's my everything. Let me know what you think down below. And of course, I'll see you guys in another video there soon. And everything geeky. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.